What's up, Scorpio? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so this is going to be your July mid-month reading. Now, I'm switching up the order a little bit because I've been super swamped because I've been wanting to take time just for my son. I've been having him home way too much, so it's just time for me to take him out, go to theme parks, do that whole, 9 yards. But let's see what is going on for you guys. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. For those of you who want a personal reading or who are waiting on a personal reading, please keep in mind what I'm going to say at the end of the video, but I just want to get straight into things, okay? So let's see what's going on, Scorpio. Alright, so what is going on with the lovely sign of Scorpio? July, mid-month, 2018. What is going on with the sign of Scorpio? Alright, Scorpio, so let's see what's up here. Alright, so the energy that we have here is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so with this energy, it doesn't necessarily have to be something negative. This could just be something that's coming into your life that you don't see coming. Alright, something that throws you off, things not going the way that you expected. Now, behind that, we have the Ten of Cups. So like I said, it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. So in some cases, maybe these two things can be related. Something unexpected comes in, you feel a huge sense of happiness because of it, or something just turns to shit and you get something that makes you very happy after it. Okay, for some of you it could have to do with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or just something that you're trying to slowly and steadily build. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Now, going into the past, Scorpio, the first card that you guys have is the Page of Wands. So this could be an idea that you guys have that you're extremely passionate about. It could also be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you're talking to. Why is this Page of Wands here? We have the Ten of Cups. So some sort of offer, someone that you're talking to, and this is something that is really making you happy. Alright, and you have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's kind of, like a catch-22 for some of you, or maybe there's a huge loss that you had in your life, but at the same time something great came in. For some of you, maybe you had a great idea, something that makes you happy, but maybe you had to invest a lot of money. Okay, so maybe there was something that you had to sacrifice in order to get this going. Okay, but for some of you, maybe you're coming out of a heartbreak or some sort of disappointment, yet you still have something there that's making you feel good. Alright, you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So you're unhappy about something that didn't necessarily go your way. But with the Lover's card, there's this, still a very strong connection here. And there's more clarity that you have with the Moon card in the reverse. The next card that you have here is the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, this could be you guys making some sort of offer, because now this is in your energy. Someone that you guys are talking to, someone who you can be speaking to in a romantic or flirtatious way. Maybe an idea that you have. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this Page of Cups. The Fool card. So something completely new that you're getting into, completely unmarked territory, something that you're like naively excited to get into. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Alright, so it's like there's an idea that you have, something that you're going towards, you feel really good about it, but either someone is very angry with you or being very petty with you because you're moving in a different direction, or you're moving into something new, but you're still feeling very angry about something that's happened in the past. Okay? But definitely a sense of illusion and having to figure out what chapter is the best, which way is the best for you guys to move forward at this point with the Seven of Cups here. Now, the last card that we have is the Queen of Swords. For some of you, you could have been dealing with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or this could be the energy that you're taking on, whether you're male or female. This is going to be someone who is really thinking about what the end game is. How do I get to that end result? How, what's the best path for me to get there? And once they find something to focus on, okay, this is someone that's not going to be distracted. This is not someone who's going to let anyone or anything derail them from their plan. And this is someone who's going to be very guarded and not take any crap. Why is this Queen of Swords here? We have the Strength card in the reverse. So either there's something that makes you feel debilitated at this point while you're trying to find the direction to go in, or there could be something in your life that you're trying to force, that you're being strong with, but it doesn't necessarily call for you being strong at that point. All right, and with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, you give up on something that just has way too much adversity, something that is just too much burden. But you've found something that's taking you out of a place where you feel any sense of loss, any sense of rejection. So you're letting something go, and I just feel like something new is replacing it. In your present moment, really beautiful cards. The first one here is a Tower card in the reverse. So a sense of you having avoided a catastrophe. There could be part of you that is bringing the past with you, kind of dragging past energies or, past experiences and still having it on your mind. But for the most part, you guys are avoiding something that really could have been catastrophic had you kept, going on the same path. And we have the Ace of Cups. All right, so a new beginning here that you're very emotionally fulfilled by. Maybe a new job, a new lover, a new project that you're working on, a new hobby. But with the Death card in the reverse, that's what I'm talking about with that Tower card in the reverse. There's something that you're not fully over, okay? But you're still having this new start. But you're not 100% there with that new start just yet, okay? You're kind of still in hiatus mode where you're kind of chilling, you're taking a break, and you're just really trying to think logically. You guys have a lot of air energy popping up in the reading, and I just feel like that's the direction that you want to take in life, where, you don't go by just what your heart feels. You want to go by what empirically is the right thing to do, okay? And you have the Three of Wands. You're turning your back on something, but the main thing for you is expansion. Turning your back on things that didn't work so that you can do better for yourself. Why is this Three of Wands here? We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, okay? So someone from the past who may be trying to come to your life, or you're reaching out to them. Are you turning your back on them, or are you waiting on them? Let's see. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So for all of you, this is going to be a bit different. If this person from the past has brought you a lot of drama, you're turning your back on it. If they come back and you're able to coexist, to understand each other, to agree to disagree, then I can see things being better, because you do have balance here. And there is a huge sense of burden that you have released. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with, hold on, this card is falling. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, okay, with the Knight of Wands here. But you're making a decision where a lot of you lost faith in something, so you dropped something in order to find balance. You gave up on something. So you guys are accepting something new, for sure. And this is something that's going to take you out of a place where you've felt any type of rejection. But for some of you, maybe you're going back to someone from the past. For some of you, maybe you are walking away from it. You just have to tell yourself, or it's really just based on how this person made you feel. But if there's any bad vibes here, I don't see you going towards it. So you have to be honest with yourself, okay? The last card we have for the present moment is the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Wands, this is a new start that you're going to feel very passionate about. So you guys have, the energy of just new beginnings all around you. And you have the Five of Wands. So there's a new start, but there's conflicts, there's arguing, there's pettiness, there's a sense of competition. Usually when you see the Five of Wands, it's a problem with, 3 or more people. So maybe you're having a new start, but you're not over the past, and maybe the past is trying to come back in. Okay. And we have the High Priestess. So regardless of what's happening here, you know the right path for you. With the High Priestess, this is someone who's very all-knowing. This is someone who is extremely intuitive. Anytime this deck comes, or anytime this card comes out, okay, in any tarot deck, You don't need to ask your friends. You don't need to ask tarot cards. You don't need to ask anyone. You already know what you need to do. So I want to make sure that you guys are practicing that intuition that we all naturally have. Okay, follow your gut feeling, because you guys are going towards stability, but there's, you know, a person or something that has to be walked away from. You have the World card in the reverse, so there's a chapter that hasn't fully been closed out that needs to be. Okay, now moving forward, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So something that you're meticulously working on, putting a lot of effort into. The Sun card, you feel very bright and abundant about this. It's really bringing very warm energy into your life. Okay, and you have the Two of Wands. So you guys are going towards passion. I'm sorry, I'm having like this ad pop up on my computer. So with the Two of Wands here, you're really going to be passionate about the path that you're going on. This is going to be a great thing from what I'm seeing. Okay, but there's still this energy of what you had to let go of. Alright, so I'm just feeling this strong sense of transition right now. The next card we have for the future is the Devil card. So you're very passionate. You're working on something that seems to be making you feel amazing, but you have a toxic energy that's around you as you do this. And you have the Chariot in the reverse. Whatever you feel like you have no control of is going to cause some toxicity to what it is that you're building. And I see your energy is getting lighter, which I love, because, you know, last year, for the most part, you know, Scorpio readings were kind of difficult to get through at some times. But now I see you guys being a lot more emotionally secure. And you have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, so you guys gave up on something that there was just way too much adversity. But I feel like this person or this situation is just being a pain in the ass at this point. Okay, the only thing I could think of is that mosquito that you hear in your room, but you can never actually see it. You just hear it like whizzing past your ear, and it's like, oh my god, I want to smack the crap out of this, but I can't necessarily find it. So I feel like that annoying energy. And there's going to be a lot of cruel things that are said about you, but you have success. Alright, you are feeling the Six of Wands. Somebody is not okay with the fact that you're feeling the Six of Wands. You guys have been through enough shit. Enjoy your Six of Wands, okay? We have the Five of Cups in the reverse, so you guys are turning everything around. No more are you looking at what you have lost. Now you're starting to pay attention to, what do I still have going for me? We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're getting over what wasn't working. Somebody wasn't appreciating you. Somebody wasn't seeing eye to eye with you. And you're growing past it. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't like this because they don't want to see you come up, but I do, okay? We have the Two of Pentacles. So, did you go through some shit in the past? Obviously you did, okay? But you're in a place where you're really trying to find balance. There is somebody here that was causing too many injustices, and now you have a new start. And with the Empress card, this isn't just a new start that you're going to just wait and see what happens. No, this is something you actually want to tend to. You actually want to work on it, okay? So I see amazing things coming in. I just see some sort of energy of someone who's trying to interfere. Now, this could be, you know, maybe with work. It could be with friends. Maybe, you know, an old friend you dropped, they see you getting close to somebody else. Things like that. If this is within love, or it doesn't even have to be love. If this has to do with, you know, maybe a friend that ditched you or that you walked away from, or just anything that left your life. If it took you doing better and you being happy somewhere else for them to come back, what sort of bullshit is that? You know, just things you have to think about. And I was talking about this on one of the other videos I did, but you guys have heard how the quote, I think, goes, if you love a flower, if you think it's beautiful, let it grow, because if you pick it, it dies. If you truly love a person, or if you truly see someone that you say that you love doing well in life, and you want to interfere with that and you want to fight that, that's counterproductive. Okay, now they're not going to be having that same energy. Now you're sucking them dry. You're taking away good vibes. Why? Because you didn't get what you want? And if you had it at one point, then why was your shit not together? So if somebody wasn't up to par, if somebody wasn't doing something that you needed, and now all of a sudden they want to come back around because you found happiness, because you found success, then fuck that. Alright, I keep telling myself I'm going to stop cursing, but I get hyped with you guys. So I'm sorry, guys. All right, so Scorpio, I got a new deck that I'm really, really, really excited about, an Oracle deck, and this is called the Oracle of Visions by Cairo Machete. This is my new obsession, so I am like vouching that I'm going to buy everything that this guy makes, because he's, in my opinion, the most amazing artist for tarot. But let's see what's going on. Let's see what card of guidance is going to pop out for you. And, you know, these cards really just moved me in such an incredible way. So I really hope you guys enjoyed as well. And this is a brand new deck. I just got it yesterday, so bear with me. My hands are not even big enough to hold this thing. My itty bitty self. What guidance does Scorpio need to hear for the month of July, mid-month? So this will be from about July 15th to August 15th, okay? Alright, in a moment I'll pull something from the top, guys. Okay, so this is a super beautiful card, so you guys can take a good look at it, screenshot it, do what you need to do. For anyone into numerology, I pulled the number 46 for you, okay? So let's see what number 46 is going to bring us here. All right, connections, putting the pieces together, coming to conclusions. To the question of your life, you are the answer. And to the problems of your life, you are the solution. A young woman sits on a bridge. A physical and metaphysical connection point between here and there. Her identity is initially concealed not only to us, but also to herself. She is, in essence, finding her true self. She reaches out to gather pieces of a puzzle, and with each one finds clues and discovers more about herself. Each of us attempts to make sense of our place as we search for connections and relationships with others. Gradually, despite failures and experimentation along the way, an image starts to take form. Increasing clarity manifests itself from the initial confusion. The process is self-reinforcing and often becomes easier and accelerates as more pieces are added, each finding their corresponding place. Eventually, a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense. Scorpio, this is a turnaround, and this is what I have really been hoping to see you guys get into. Now, for every Scorpio, I know that there's going to be a difference with how we all evolve. We're going to have our low vibrational Scorpios. We're going to have our high vibrational Scorpios. How do you determine which one you are? How do you react to the problems around you? When somebody says something nasty to you, or when they say something petty to you, do you give a nasty reaction back? Or are you kind of chill about it and it's like, oh, I've been through that before, I don't want to get through it again? Okay, I have someone that is super dear to me, someone who is, you know, they're much older, they're past their 50s, and I'm not going to use their name, but this is somebody that we are very, very similar in a lot of ways. And when I was born, my parents would always say, oh my God, you're going to be just like her. Because she was kind of like all over the place. And my dad has always called me hell on wheels. Because when I have an idea, I just run with it and I take off because I'm just excited about life. But anyways, so this person, you know, they thought that I was going to be like her just because from very, very young, my spirituality has always been very different from my family's. So they are hardcore Catholics. You will see them in church like 7 to 10 times, you know, a year. And with me, with religion, and this is for another video, but just to skim it, there's a lot of questions I have about religion. So I just choose to be spiritual because you just can't go wrong with spirituality. You can't unprove my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So this person, they kind of have that whole spiritual vibe about them as well. But at the age that they're at now, I see them get into so much fucked up stuff, especially in regards to relationships. And I remember looking at this person when I was like 20 years old, and I'm like, how can you allow that to happen to you? I am 20 years old, and I would have never responded to that person ever again. So that is kind of what low vibrational would be, where you have the same things happening to you over and over and over again, but you don't change the way that you react to it. Okay, so when you get to a high vibrational place, let's say you used to be weak. If there was somebody you loved and they treated you like shit, you'd want to go to their house, you'd want to talk to them, baby, what's wrong, let's figure this out, but they're treating you like crap. Higher vibrational would be like, wow, this person's treating me like crap. I'm going to remove myself from this and I'm going to walk away because I know who I am and I know what my worth is. So if you are still running to people that hurt you, if you are still in this masochistic cycle where you know someone's going to mess up, you know someone doesn't genuinely, you know, ride for you the way that you ride for them, that is low vibrational. Okay, and that's saying that, you know, because I know there's a lot of things that are hard to get out of, but when you're still feeding into things like that, you haven't evolved to where you need to be. For a lot of you, this is what's happening. You are evolving. You are putting the pieces together. You know what fits and you know what does not. You're not going to allow something in your life that you know is going to be a shit show. Okay, so much for me watching my language, but that is what's happening, and that is what I see. And I'm very, very proud of you guys, because I feel like for 95% of you, you're really going to be able to move forward and really have this strong sense of self-worth. And honestly, all the Scorpios that I know are such incredible people. I have not met, you know, a Scorpio that's in my circle that I have ever sat down and said, damn, I dislike this person. I love y'all. You know, I fucks with y'all hard. And the energy that you guys just have, the things that you're able to do in life, it's magnetic. Okay, so I don't care what it is that people think about you. I don't care about the preconceived notions people have about you. You can choose to change your life at any point. If you feel like you've been the boy who cried wolf, or if you feel like you've been constantly getting into these cycles where maybe your friends are like, yo, are you awake? Is there a brain inside of that head? You can change that at any second. Okay, and the same thing happened with me in the past, guys. So I understand that it can be very hard to get out of cycles that don't serve us. For me, it was being with someone who was very narcissistic for a long time, and it took me a long time to get out of that. And I would say that it was one of the most painful experiences I ever dealt with. But something that at the time I thought was the worst thing that has ever happened to me, because I thought that my identity was just stripped, it was the biggest blessing I've ever gotten. Do you know how beautiful it is to have everything ripped away from you? Just think of yourself, think of an image of yourself like in a desert. You don't have clothes on or nothing because you've lost everything. All you can do is build. All you can do is create. I didn't realize at the time that I had to be destroyed in order to find myself. And I get teary-eyed when I talk about this, guys, because this person who tried to bring me down, who I had so much resentment for a very long time, they are literally the catalyst to why I'm doing more than I ever thought I would ever do in life. If you guys have a bad circumstance, or if you have something that just doesn't make sense to you in your life, you have to be able to take that and really turn it into something powerful. All right? Take your shitty circumstances, but realize that that is what helps you grow. You can't evolve without pain. You cannot evolve without suffering, because that's what makes us question ourselves. If life was comfortable, we wouldn't get anything done. So if someone puts you in a bad place, if you feel like you've lost so much time and so much just integrity by dealing with a certain situation, and that situation tries to come back in when you're finally building yourself up, I really hope that you guys have, you know, that sense of saying, nah, I'm good. I'm so good off of you. I'll take a hard pass on that one. Okay? So I want you guys to be very strong within yourselves, within what it is that you're able to give the world, and understand that when you guys are in a good place, all you need to do is speak with confidence and things will happen. People will not question you. They're not going to question where you got your sources from or anything like that. You're just going to talk, and the way that you're talking, they're like, okay, this person's onto something. Let me see what's up over here. So just have that within you. And when you slowly start to build up to that, you'll see that everything changes. So if something from the past tries coming back into your life, you really have to ask yourself, when you were in my life, was there more good or more bad happening? And be very, very realistic with how you weigh that out. All right, don't give people more credit than what they deserve. Okay, so Scorpio, you guys are on the verge of something super big, and I want to see you keep building. Anyone that has thrown you under the bus in the past, you've already passed that bus stop. All right, you're getting right into your Lamborghini and you're moving forward into the sunset, so allow that to happen for you. Okay, now guys, in regards to personal readings, please hear me out here. For those of you who are looking to get a personal reading, the wait time is usually about a 2-week wait. Now, like I said, for the first month of summer, because I'm always so busy, guys. I start working early in the morning, I finish late at night, and I still feel like I should have done more. Okay, so I'm never satisfied with the amount of work I do. So it got to the point where my son was just home for, I would say, like the first month and a half of summer, and I just felt like a crappy mom because I have the means to take him anywhere I want to take him, and I haven't taken him because I'm always so busy. So I forced myself to take some time off, and it felt really good, and my son was really happy, and that's the closest bond that we had had in a while. So I am going to put my family first, and I need to put my child first. So if you guys will absolutely want to kill me if you don't hear from me on the 14th day, then please go ahead and get an emergency reading. If it's not anything that's too pressing, go ahead and get the reading, but just be very, very chill, because I'm going to really be, you know, spending a lot more time with family, because I'm just the type of person, if I work too much and if I get burnt out, I start to despise what I do. And I have never loved anything in this world the way that I love tarot, in regards of profession. So I never want it to be something that I start to hate because people are always angry at me, and that's what happens if I take even like an hour off of work. So just please be patient with me. For those of you that are waiting on personal readings, you know, keep in mind everything that I said. I have never, you know, just taken money from someone and not sent them a reading back. So I will get the reading to you. Just be very, very understanding that I'm trying to keep it to a 2-week minimum wait, but it's been that wait for a few months, and I really should raise it, although I'm trying to keep it under wraps. So just be patient with me, know that I will get it to you. And once you guys do make any purchases in the future, once you get the confirmation email, just know I have it, you're good, you have nothing to worry about. So email me either if you want to upgrade to an emergency so you can get it faster, or if anything changes, you know, before I actually send the reading out. Okay, so that I can adjust the reading for you. But please be very patient. Understand that I am human, and I don't want to sit home anymore. I'd rather have strangers mad at me than my own child. Okay, I love you guys so much. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so happy to see you guys doing better. So let's see what comes in love, which will be the next reading that I post for you guys. Take care.